Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 13 of Hypovolemia, a mod pack by Caithleen. So, as usual, I didn't do any of the things that I said I was going to do. And by any, I'm a bit facetious because I did do a couple of things that I was supposed to. I worked on some seeds, and I built a second tier 5 altar with a lot of rune of dislocation and a lot of rune, like 13 runes of acceleration, which means that I can have a tier 5 blood orb. And it's just, as you can see, I had to pump blood from 2 directions just to be able to keep the altar filled. But now I have my network filling super fast and getting low super fast because I'm making some of these, I'm making a lot of essence. So today, I want to do a lot of Mekanism, and I want to try and finish all of the functional seeds. When I say all of the functional seeds, let me just give me a little moment. When I go and look at seeds right here, okay? There's a lot of seeds in here. All of the mystical flower seed, it would be nice, but they're not even craftable. Then the cinder pearl, shimmer leaf, and taint fruit seed, we might need those later, but we'll make them when we need them later. Same with these witchery seed. Once we get into witchery, we'll do them. That being said, we don't have, I want to get the poppy seed. Let me just show you something in the quest book. In the quest book right here, there's this Sanguinency quest line where we're going to have to make a tier 8 blood tank. And the tier 8 blood tank is 3 tier 7 with red stained glass, 3 tier 6, 3 tier 5, 3 tier 4, 3 tier 3, 3 tier 2, 3 tier 1. So we're going to need like 1600 red dye and 13,000 glass. So for sure, poppy seed is going to be my easiest way of getting those 1300 red, rose red, because we're going to get 4 a pop. Whereas if we use the dye seed, we get 4 a pop, but it's just 1. On top of that, I also want the cactus seed, and that needs a poppy. So I'm going to want to make those 2 seeds, and then I also want to finish crafting all of the seeds that we need for resources. So for that, I'm going to need 12 crucial essence, and I'm going to need 24, 30 something Imperio essence. And we're going to need to make a couple of last tier seeds. So you know what? Let's do that right now. Just give me a moment. I'll come right here and I'll grab 4 diamonds because I found a catch-22. Well, it's not a catch-22. It's just I found a way of bypassing stuff and doing stuff faster, like I'm always trying to do. So I'm going to put these in here, and once this is done, they'll go in, and these will turn into emerald. So in my time lapse, I got 3 Zivicio seed to be able to finish this quest right here. And as always, this gives me 1. But I found a little other nice thing. Let me kill this furnace and put all of this in here and here, and let's make the next tier of furnace, which I understand some of you might be saying, hey, xHedra, you could be making a seed with that. And I'll make a Zivicio Furnace anyway, because that's the last tier of this melting faster quest line, and it gives me a Zivicio block, which is 9 Zivicio essence. Yeah, so not only am I accelerating the process right here, because this one's much faster, I'm also getting more Zivicio. So this is what I call a win-win, win-win, win-win-win. Just fall damage, really? Okay, anyway. So now that that's done, I just want to make sure, because these can turn into something different. So now I'm going to come here and I'm going to grab 2 Minicio seed, and I'm going to go Minicio, Zivicio, like so, diamond, and I got my diamond seeds. Now I'm going to go up here. I'm going to wait. This is going to take a while. So while we're waiting, if I press R on the Zivicio essence, with the Zivicio essence, I want to make diamond seeds, which I just did, emerald seed, which I'm going to do in a minute or two, and wither skeleton seed. We already have platinum seed. We're never going to need cobalt. Like, cobalt is really useless in this game, I think. Unless I haven't found a use for it yet, we really don't care about that. So, you know what? With the extra Zivicio essence, let's complete another quest. Like so. And if I go here, I'll make some Zivicio Ingot, which is a waste because guess what you can do with Zivicio essence? With Zivicio Ingot? Nothing. I have a strange feeling that finally I will get a reward for all that chores. And when you are on Zivicio Ingot, what can you do with it? Absolutely nothing. So I really don't understand why it's there, but whatever. Done. Taken care of. That's another quest. And I had the extra one Zivicio. Okay? The next tier here, you thought it was over. The god always have more suffering and pain for me. Wants us to make a ultimate furnace. And the ultimate furnace is just crazy fast. If you think that the pink one is fast, this one is just crazy. We're going to run almost everything through that furnace once we make it. But we're going to need 4 Zivicio blocks. So that's 36 Zivicio. Not gonna happen in this episode, probably not even the next one, because there's better things I want to do with my my LP for now. So I'm just gonna wait here to make sure that I get the emeralds and grab them, and perfect, this is continuing. And right here, we're also going to get our emerald seed. Okay, so what I was going to say, let me just take a second to analyze these two and put them down and duplicate them. Not that I'm going to be working on the seed right now, but since they're made, I just want to put them down. So from now on, honestly, this setup is less useful now because I don't feel I'm going to be using it quite as much. Just because I don't really need to, I don't need the diamond this way anymore. I'm going to 10-10-10 the diamond seed super quickly, like probably at the end of this time lapse, because as you can imagine, we're gonna need so much diamond and emerald. I just want to get them started ASAP, and I'm going to probably dedicate a field to each. Okay, so this is done, and then let's grab the other one. Perfect, this is done. Okay, so I'm just going to grow them and double crop them just so that they can start 1, 2, and 1, 2. Great. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to need 12, which I kept aside, and let's just continue into blue essence, well, Imperial essence, because we're going to need more. Now let's take one breath, and I'm just going to put my crop stuff right here. What else? I'm going to put the rubber sapling here also. I just want to get rid of a couple of things. Get rid of this. Come here. I'm going to get rid of my armor, my blood rune, the blood amulet, the demon. I'm going to keep the blaster because a little bit of protection might be a good idea. You know what? Let's put this here, this, and this. And I don't need that master blood orb, so let's put that here. And let's get into Mekanism, which is today I want to get a lot of Mekanism done. We're going to temporarily set up the heck out of it because I don't want to waste the whole time setting up everything, but we're going to start working on it now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our steel status, 42 steel ingot. Okay, so that's not good, but once we have time to waste, we're going to work on that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make 4 enrichment chambers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. 4 enrich, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So 4 enrichment chamber because we're going to need to build stuff out of the enrichment chamber. And here it wants us to make a chemical injection chamber. So let's do that. Chemical injection chamber right here, which is made out of a purification chamber, and a purification chamber is made out of an enrichment chamber. So let's make 16 of those. 13, 14, 15, 16, and let's make 8 of those just so that I have some to use for my crafting that I'm going to be doing right now. So first I need a purification chamber right here. And then I need a chemical injection chamber like so. Perfect. Don't need it right now. We're going to put it down here. We're going to be using that a bit later. Claim the reward. Perfect. Second step is salt. How do you get salt? So, I thought that the way of getting salt was by chemical crystallizing gaseous brine. And brine, how do you get? You get from chemical oxidizing salt or concentrating gaseous brine. And how do you get brine? With a thermal E-controller. You cannot craft a control E-controller, thermal E-controller in this. We have 2 tanks of brine, so I could bypass the whole thing and just do it this way. But instead, I found the proper way of doing it, and that means going down this quest line before. So headache. I thought that was complex, but now there's even another tier to it. This machine will make crystal I can use in the previous setup line. So we want to make a chemical crystallizer. Chemical crystallizer, which steel casing like so. We're going to need a couple of these tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just making a couple because I know we're going to need some for the other machine. So chemical crystallizer done. And the reward, which gives me another tank that I'm going to throw in here. And right now, I'm just going to continue down the quest line. Clean and proper. The crystallizer needs clean or slurry, so I need to wash slurry. So we need a chemical washer. So chemical washer. I'm going to need another steel casing. And pretty soon I'm going to run out of steel and I'm going to need to use my steel seed, which is kind of why I had made the steel seed already. Oh, pressurized tube. That's good because we're going to probably need that in my setup a bit later. Oh, back to Mekanism. Dissolution. To liquefy the ores, I need a dissolution chamber. Chemical dissolution chamber. Chemical dissolution chamber. Oh, wait, what? Right here. I don't know what I was writing wrong, but another machine done. And some pipe. By the way, this whole line of quest is about making ores. Like, you know how we have, like, let me just take 2 seconds and show you. You know how we have lead right here. Osmium, sorry. Let's look at the lead. So if I grab 9 lead like this and I go upstairs, what does that give me? I don't think that gives me lead. I think that gives me, yeah, lead ore. So this lead ore, I can either cook it directly, I can grind it for 2, or I can smelt it for 1, or I can enrich it for 2, or I can purify it for 3 lead clump, or I can inject it for 4 lead shard. And if I get the, let's go back, if I get the 4 lead shards, well, lead shards need to be passed through oxygen to make lead clump, and lead clump needs to be put through the crusher to get dirty lead, and dirty lead needs to go through the enrichment chamber, but it's basically quadrupling your ores. I don't know if it's worth all of the problem that it brings, but that's what the quest line is trying to teach you to do. Dissolution acid. I need some form of acid to use the dissolution chamber. Let's start with making some sulfur. Gunpowder and hydrogen chloride in a chemical injection chamber should do the job. So to make sulfur dust, we need to put gunpowder and salt or hydrogen. So basically you can get hydrogen chloride directly, or you can get salt and put salt in here, but this is super expensive with salt. Okay, so we're kind of stuck at that level. I don't know why it's like, this is all of a mess. It should have shown us how to get the salt through the proper line. But now we're going to follow my way of doing it. So the next machine that I'm going to want is, I have the chemical crystallizer, I have the chemical injection chamber, oh, no. Chemical washer, chemical dissolution chamber. I'm going to need a let me just put that back in order. I'm going to need a chemical oxidizer. Wow, I don't know what I wrote wrong the first time. So, oh, for that I'm going to need dynamic tank. Okay, so let's take a tiny break and come here. Oh, yeah, come here and grab the sigil of the Green Grove, and time for some lead. Not lead, some steel. So steel is a bit annoying because there's no duplicating it. This one gives us straight the steel. So let me just do this. Oh yeah, at least I'm getting 4 at a time. Probably, oh no, see, this one's giving me 3. That's why I got an uneven number. So if I come here and I transform this, that's 7. Ouch. I need 28. So I'm going to need to do this a little bit more. And just, that's kind of why I wanted to grow it. I wanted to get it 10, 10, 10. Unfortunately, I don't think I got it to 10, 10, 10, but at least I got it to give me 4 at a time. Or else this would take a lot longer. And the reason I'm getting a little bit of damage, by the way, is that I'm also still trying to make that, not Zivicio, Fusho or Haldescio or Kichio, whatever, something Shio. Imperial. Like, these names I can never keep up with. So basically, I want to get 28 steel because I want to make 26 dynamic tank, because that's going to be one of the side quests that I just want to get done. And I should be there with another stack, I believe. Let's just go check. 27. Ah, and I need 9. You know what? That's just 3, which is exactly 9, which is exactly 28. Perfect. Okay, so now we can come here and just let me show you the quest before. So this side quest right here wants us to make 26 dynamic tank. And since we're going to need a lot of dynamic tank in our crafting, might as well do that now. So if I do this like that, that's going to be 28 dynamic tank, which is going to complete that quest, but we can't complete it until we've done this one. But now I can throw that back in the system. We need a personal chest. That's easy to do. Like so. Let's get a personal chest like it's so. And now we can get this. Oh, I'm already out of gas tank. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I'm already going to need a couple, one more. Perfect. So chemical oxidizer done. What other machine do I need? I need a... Did I make a chemical injection chamber? No. Perfect. So let's do a chemical injection chamber, which requires a purification chamber. So let's... Yeah. So let's make a purification chamber. And let's make... Ooh! Wait. Shit. Yes, I already made the chemical injection chamber. Just put it down. Oh... Okay, I might have screwed up and need to make another one. Anyway, so now the next step I'm going to need is 2 electrolytic separator. We're going to need 2 electrolytic separator cores. So I'm going to need 2 gold and 2 iron. Right here. 1, 2. Let's go downstairs to the crusher. So fast, so fast. I love my setup. Like, you really need to set up Mekanism as soon as you can, because it makes everything so much easier. And the second one, and the reason I want to make 2 is I don't want to have to change between the 2 recipes. This and this. So 2 electrolytic separator. Then we need a chemical oxidizer. We already made chemical oxidizer. Yeah, we already made. Then we need a chemical infuser and chemical washer. Chemical infuser. Chemical infuser. No chemical infuser. No. Okay, perfect. So we need a chemical. Why do I feel like I've made that? Chemical infuser. No. Okay, so let's do it. Chemical infuser. This machine right here. Perfect. Then we need a Rotary Condensentrator. Rotary Condensentrator. We're going to need a battery. Rotary Condensentrator. What am I missing? A tank? Oh, yeah, I'm not missing a tank. That's so easy. Okay, so let's make this. And now I think we have everything to get into, well, deep into absolute, complete freaking madness. Let's take a second to breathe, and let's just grab some power cable. And now we're going to go downstairs and we're going to make a mess of things because like, temporary setup. I'm trying to analyze what's the best setup to do things. I'm going to figure a perfect setup, but for now, there ain't no such thing as a perfect setup for now. So first we need an electrolytic separator that I'm going to put right here. Then I'm going to go upstairs. Do I have any more tank? Yes, basic gas tank. Our gas tank. I want to make another one. I think I need 2 more of these. So 1 and 2. Okay, let me go and grab the water tank right here. And go downstairs. And we're going to put that in here and we're going to have to deal with whatever noise any machine makes. So the electrolytic separator is separating into hydrogen and oxygen. So I'm going to put a tank right here and a tank right here, and I'm going to let those two work. And I'm just going to refill the water tank ASAP so that when we want to do more, because this machine, we're going to need a lot, I think. So I'll just wait here because that's pretty close to done. 27. 28, grab it and bring it back downstairs to put on the machine. In the machine, I mean. Perfect. Okay, so that's step 1. If we come back here, we want to make salt. To make salt, we need salt block. And salt block, we need substrate. And substrate, we need a PRC with biofuel, hydrogen, and water. Okay, so let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I never remember if it's 8 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 7. So let's put all of that in the crusher. And now I'll come upstairs and I'll grab 2 drawers. Like so. So that's going to be 1 and 2 chests. Take these out. 1 and 2 drawers. And this is not the right pipes. Going to want basic logistical transporter pipe. Perfect. Now we can go downstairs again. Okay, so like we were saying, if we go back, let's just search for salt. If we look at salt, salt is made from a block, and the block is made from Alchemic Chemistry Set with substrate, and substrate is made in a PRC with biofuel. So let's just put some ultimate universal cable like so again. And let's put a PRC right here. Which one is the PRC? Hello? Oh, I didn't make the PRCs? Okay, I guess I didn't make the PRCs. So the PRCs are what are they called? Pressurized something. Pressurized reaction chamber. Oh, that's why I needed 2 enrichment chamber. And I need more gas tanks. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Enrichment chamber right here. And I still have another enrichment chamber. Oh, yay! Awesome. So let's go back downstairs. Okay, so I got lucky. So let's put that down here. Now, this machine, it's kind of complicated. Needs water, but as you can see, I can't put the water tank in. So this one is a bit annoying. I'm going to go and get, I need less water, well, less water. Let me just grab, nope, I'm going to grab a small tank of water for that one because it needs less water. Step assist is good and sometimes annoying. Okay, so if I come back downstairs, I'm going to put the water right here, and I'm going to put a basic mechanical pipe like so, and it's not connected. Okay, super simple. We're going to have to come here and say liquid on this side we input. So now it's connected, and I need to take that out of wrench mode. And voila. So this puts water in the machine. Now we need to put a gas here. So if I come back here, the easy gas that we're going to use is hydrogen. Okay. So I'm going to need a pressurized tube like so. And now I'm going to come here, and which one is the hydrogen? That's the oxygen. I'm going to grab the hydrogen, put it here, and I'm going to do the same setup. Then I'm going to need to come in here and say gas. Let's turn this one off. Hello. Am I on the wrong side config? Input dark red. Is this dark red or just red? Gas. Okay, let me just change the configurator to gases. Oh, it's this one. Sorry, just 1 second. I need to output from the bottom. Okay, good. So now I have hydrogen, I have water. I'm going to come here. I'm going to grab all of this, and just because it's going to use a lot, I'm going to put this right here and a logistical transporter like so. And then I'm going to put the biofuel, and I want to push this in the machine. So now I'm going to do configurator, energy, eat, items, and I'm going to set this one to input dark red. And then there's something, if I remember, what is it that I had to do? Transporter conf, strict input on, nope, strict input. Oh, okay, it was already okay, I think. So let me just do this. Yeah, perfect. You need to put strict input on. So now it's putting the biofuel and it's making substrate, and I want to output the substrate. So now I'm going to go, oh, this is yucky. Remove that, put that in here, and then I need to put something down so I can step on. And then if I come here, is that not the output? So let me come down to transporter. Top is going to be dark blue, and I think I need to put auto input. Oh, dark, is that dark blue or purple? Haha, perfect. And if I break you, no, okay. I'm just curious to see if I come in here and I put it in the enrichment factory, what does that give me? 2 lead dust. Okay, so not so bad. Grab all of this, come here, put that here, take that down, put that in here, and what I want the key. I'm going to lock these so that they never interfere with each other. So let's go back downstairs. Lock and lock. Perfect. So now this is out of gas. So let's just put it in wrench mode. Grab this and put it back in here. So like I said, I want a perfect setup. At some point, I'm going to have to think how to set it up, because, you know, now that I put it back, I need to reset that to output. So that's kind of annoying that you have to do that every time. But as you can see, this machine doesn't use a lot of hydrogen. It's producing ethylene, so I'm going to have to also eject that gas from the back. Okay. This is just, honestly, this is just pure madness. And I'm going to need a basic pressurized tube that I'm going to put right here, and then I'm going to configure to gas, and then right click this, and then I can go back to configure item, and then I need to output gas right here in the back. So the back is this one. Energy output dark blue, gases auto eject on, gases dark red. Okay, just give me a second. This is really a bit too complicated for my brain. Voila. I just gimmick it until it works. Perfect. So now we're getting rid of the ethylene. So you need actually every single input and output of this machine to work. Yeah, it's that crazy. And now we're out of hydrogen again. So every once in a while, come here, wrench, and come here and put it back in there. And by the way, this one at some point is going to be full. We'll deal with that when that happens. I'm just curious, if I put it down, what's the output? Oh, it's the front. I'm going to take a tiny risk. If I do this. Oh, yes, it worked. And did it connect? It did connect. So, okay, just give me a second. Let's put this machine down. And using the wrench. Am I in wrench mode? No, I'm in configure item. Okay, perfect. So that should never reconnect, I believe. And put that in wrench mode and grab that. Perfect. So that was a lot of work. So now we're getting this substrate. I'm going to grab all 54 of these substrate. And now I'm going to make an alchemic chemistry set right here. I first need to do this. And then this, and then what orb do I have in here? Is this orb good enough? Yes, it is good enough. Perfect. So show that back in there. Okay, so I want another one just because. Oh, this is looking good. This is almost over. So I'm going to grab this orb, and I'm going to grab some hoppers. Yeah, hoppers. One, I'm going to need another one of these. I'm going to need a chest first. What? Oh, I chose dark oak, really? Okay. So that's the second hopper. Okay, so I'm going to also make 2 drawers. Let me check something. This is going to get really confusing super fast. Yeah, let me make 1 drawer. No, sorry, forget it. I know how to make the drawers. I have my technique. You go like this, take those out, and make 2 drawers. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to put the alchemistry chemical set right here, like so. Is that good? Yes. And then we're going to put a drawer right here. We're going to put a hopper like so. We're going to put a master blood orb. We're going to put 54 substrate like this. Fluid base logistical transporter. Does that work? I don't know. Ooh, I think it might work. So let's go back to the configurator. Make sure it's not in wrench mode. It was in wrench mode. And take these things out. And oh yes, it's working. Okay, so this is kind of annoying because what it's going to do, it's going to put 64 in here, but then it's going to start filling the next one. Okay, so we're always going to have 64 immobilized in this one, but then these 2 together will make a salt, which will go here. And now we can lock this drawer to salt. And now we can grab this salt block, do this. Oh no. And this salt block needs to go into an elite enriching factory. Well, not an elite necessarily, but right here to make salt. So, technically, and now I'm going to need to do a little bit of magic, like so. And power universal cable, like so. Technically, I can now put a... What do I do with the salt? Just 1 second. Oh, well, first of all, the salt was one quest. Done. And now we need a bucket of brine. So now if I look at the salt, I need to put the salt in a chemical oxidizer. Chemical oxidizer right here. And so that's powered. And... Oh! But the power... Okay, so let me just... I guess I don't have a choice. Yeah, let me just do that. One moment, folks. Back to wrench. And then back to power cable. And this is just a big mess of cables. Okay, like so. So now this is powered. I need a pipe. Let me go upstairs. And I heard the zombie pigmen. It's not something that worries me that much because zombie pigmen are not a problem per se. So I need some pipe. So, nope, I need to make some more. Those are for fluid. What are they called? Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and just... Oh, I have one right... Nope, this is liquid. Oh boy, I need to make those elevators at some point. Logistical. Yeah, super annoying. Logistical. This. Yeah, perfect. Now let's go back downstairs. Like this. Is this locked? Yes. No, this is not the chemical oxidizer. Okay, so the first that we need is the extra enrichment chamber. Oh, no. Okay, so remember when I said, oh, I have one too many? I didn't have one too many. I was missing one. So now we need an enrichment chamber, like so, and we're not going to make it a factory because I think it's going to keep up well enough with the production. If we need to, we'll make it better at some point. We're going to have to silence it, though. So put that right here. Nope, I'm in wrench mode. I need to remove. So, and I'm going to have to get rid of all the noises also. So this is not going in because now I need to say from the bottom, input dark red, perfect, voila. So now that's going to output, you know what, let me just take that off. And if I put a drawer, I'm not sure about this, if I put a drawer here and I set this to config, output, auto eject. Oh, yes, perfect. So now we have salt. Now we have salt. We're constantly making salt. Let me grab one salt. So now the salt has to go into a chemical oxidizer. So now we put the chemical oxidizer. So I'm going to need an elite cable right here. And then I'm going to need a chemical oxidizer. Where did I put my chemical oxidizer? Right here, like this, and basic logistical transporter. This is just such a mess of cable. And like this, and now we're going to need to set this one to input. Oh, I guess it's already input from the top, and that makes gaseous brine. And now, can I do this? Rotary Condensentrator right here. I'm going to need, and these sound, I'm going to have to dampen the sound. It's just that I'm going to need some steel. And is this. Okay, so what you need to do now, and this is already empty, and it's already in here, and it's, well, we already have 90 millibucket of brine. So now that I've shown you how to make the brine, this is going to take a while, but it's going to make the brine. So now that we have accomplished how to make the brine, I really don't have a problem with doing this and going here and say quest completed, which also completes this quest, which we already made the Electrolityc Separator. This machine can be used to separate water and brine. So, I already have one, so let's make those. Then now combine it. Hydrogen and chlorine, I need to combine them. Chemical infuser. So, now that we've done that, chemical infuser. Where's the chemical? Let's grab the chemical infuser. And now we're going to go downstairs again. And we're going to put a chemical infuser right here. And the chemical infuser wants to infuse, let's look at the recipe, hydrogen and chlorine to make hydrogen chloride. But we need chlorine. How do we get, so we have hydrogen already. How do we get chlorine? We get chlorine from electrolytic separating brine. So I'm now going to put another electrolytic separator right here, and I'm going to put the bucket of brine in there, which is going to give us sodium and chlorine. I'm going to take a chance and do this and change this machine to input this side. Oh no. Okay, so wait a second. Like this and like this. And I'm going to set this one to... Oh, it's already empty. Perfect. So now, if I come back to this mess of crappy thingies, what's in here? Oh. What's in here? Nothing. So let's... Oh, no. Wrench this, and I'm going to need a magnet to grab that. Perfect. So this is empty. If I come back here, I can grab all of the hydrogen. Perfect. And if I come here, can I use this to put hydrogen on this side? Yes. Oh, no. Sodium's already on. No, sorry. Whew. I almost made a boo-boo. Okay, so if I do this, hydrogen and chlorine is going to give us hydrogen chloride. And if I grab this 100 hydrogen chloride, and now I go back upstairs and grab some gunpowder. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I come back here to this machine and I put 4 gunpowder and the hydrogen chloride in here. 100 gives us what? So I'm probably going to need 800. So first, you know what? Let's grab, like I said, yes, is it a little bit cheaty that I'm using these? But I got them and I showed you how to make the brine. So now it's really just a question of not wasting my time just waiting for all the brine to happen. So this is going to make sodium, which we don't care about, and it's going to make... Oh, it's already coming out. So this is already coming in here, which is making more hydrogen chloride. And how much is this? That's going to be 400. And that's going to be 500. Let's go upstairs. I think 500 is going to make 2 or 3 gunpowder. I really don't want to make too much. I don't care about that. So that's going to be 1 sulfur dust, which is going to complete the other quest. Right here, grab 10, grab this, and grab this. That's a lot of quests all at the same time. This goes in here. This is sulfuric acid. This is sulfur dioxide. 2 things that I really do not care about right now, so I'll just put them down right here and right here. And I completely forgot that this was going to give me 10 sulfur dust. So I don't even need these extra ones. But I've already committed to wasting all these resources. Now I kind of feel bad about wasting it, but it's over. This is over. And let's just, nope, let's just, nope, sorry. Yeah, we have 2 tanks. So let's use this one for this. Let's come back here and use this one for this. And this is something that I'm totally going to have to connect because, okay, one of the things that happened here is that for whatever reason, input, where are the gases? Is this an input or an output? Okay, so if I come back here, nope, if I come back here and I come to the side config and I come to the gases, gas, output dark blue, gas dark red. Okay, so what happened is basically, unfortunately, some of the ethylene got in here. So now if I, yeah, and now it's back to working. So that's unfortunately something that's going to happen unless we find a better way to automate it. And I think, you know what? I think I have an idea. I'm really not sure of what I'm going to do, but let me try that. So if I go like this, nope. This means only input. So technically, it should never output the ethylene, and the ethylene should always go to the back. And see the tank? Once if it gets too full, we can always change this to put it to eliminate overflow. But we're back to working, and we're making substrate, which is automatically being transformed in here into salt block. And there's none because they're going into this machine, which is becoming salt, which is being chemical oxidized. So this machine might need to be made a bit faster. How does it only have 4? Oh, look at the brine. The brine's doing well. 2, 1. Oh, it's... I know what's going on. It's not getting the input from the top. It's getting the input from this machine. So let's just go back in configure item. No, you can't. Okay, so it's not using this. It's whenever this outputs to the side, like that's what's working. So this needs to receive from the side. Whatever. I will reconfigure this whole thing. Like I said, I want to work on a good setup that makes this really more easier to understand. And now that we're done with this, we can do one last thing, because I said today was Mekanism, and if we look at it, well, no, 2 last things. So let's do this. What's it called? We need to craft a jetpack that we're not even going to use for now. Jetpack. And I think it's hydrogen that you need to put in the jetpack, but I'm not sure, and I don't really care. I'm doing it just for the quest right now. Claim reward. Stop. Throw that back in there. Throw all of this crap in there for now. Whew, okay. Perfect. Which brings me to seeds. Now if I grab this, I want to finish making all of the seeds that we want, so that we can have a big seed production episode. So, sorry, a big seed breeding time lapse. So I'm going to put these in here. With Crucial Essence, there's 3 seeds that we have left to make. We have the Sulfur seed, so we'll never have to work on sulfur through that laborious process ever again. We're going to get all the sulfur that we want this way. Then, what other seed? I'm skipping because I know which one I've made. Okay, bronze. Bronze is super easy. We're going to come here. We're going to grab 4 tin. 4 tin, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't really need that much bronze seeds per se, but it's not going to be a bad thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab this. So to make bronze, we can make bronze this way, and I'm making the seed because there's a little bit of crafting that requires bronze, but I honestly don't really need the bronze. Ooh. Put those in here for now. Yeah. And continue putting that in here. That whole setup's going to stop soon because it's going to run out of water and it's going to run out of chlorine. Hydrogen, sorry. Perfect. So that goes. Now we can put that in a infusing factory. Ooh. With 4 copper and 4 tin dust. So we're infusing tin into copper, which everyone knows gives bronze. Makes no sense, but it works. I'm happy. Let's come here, and then we can do this. And the last seed ever for this mechanism, for this level of Zivicio. No, not Zivicio. With this level of magic something. I don't know what its name is. The netherrack seed, like so. Nether seed. Perfect. Now, I'm going to use this block of copper, and I'm going to put it in here. And this is going to... Ooh, this is already empty. So let's go grab some stone. I really want my production to continue. So this block of copper is going to transform into another type of seed. I don't even remember. Let me just check. Copper block in a tier 3 altar is going to give us industrial hemp seed. So why are we doing all of this? Like, let me take a moment while we're waiting and come down here. There is a quest called Second Chance. And the quest of Second Chance, basically like here, it wants 100 bucket of biofuel. It's going to give us 10 echorium. We're going to have to start making biofuel probably next episode. It wants 100 bucket of brine. It's going to give us 64 blocks of nether star. So yeah, that's really amazing. Then it's going to want 100 bucket of molten iron. It's going to give us an echorium adorned blah 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 blah. Then 500 fluix block. It's going to give us a porta spawner. They're fairly easy to craft now, but what I'm wondering if there's a spawner in it. Maybe there's already a spawner in it. Anyway, and so on and so on. And all of, see, 32 mass Zivicio block for 1,000 fluix cable. And then as you go up here, there's one where we need LV wire coil, HV, MV, which are going to give us things that I don't care about. But to craft these, we're going to need not this one. Is it this one? Nope, not this one. So this one's going to need electrum. We're going to need to make the electrum seed. We have the steel seed and we have the aluminum seed. So it's this one right here. For the redstone coil, we need the electrum ingot. Oh, I thought one of them would need the hemp seed. Oh, well, we made the hemp seed, but I'm not sure we're going to need them. If I press R on the hemp seed, they give us industrial hemp fiber, tough fabric, hemp rope coil, hempcrete. Oh, they make string. Well, okay. I thought they had more use than that, which is why I was going for these seeds, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's done. We now need to look at the Imperio Essence seed. So for Imperio Essence, we want to make iron, gold, experience, lapis, nope, slime, nope, we have, nickel we have, argite we're never going to care about, silver we have, we're going to need to make electrum seed, and invar we're never going to care about, and steel we already have. So we already have a couple of seeds that we need to make. So we're going to need some raw rubber. Let's go down here, and where's the raw rubber? Grab this, and let's make... Ooh, I'm out of crafting cable. Well, grab this, and let's make this into raw rubber. And the raw rubber right here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 2, 3. That's going to be 4 slime. We're going to need some lapis. Lapis is a gravel, a clay, and what's the other thing? Gravel, clay, and gravel, clay, and one of these seeds. So grab this. 1, 1, 1. That's going to give us, so while we're waiting, we can come back here, do this, put this back down, and let's get our slime ball seed. like so. Now let's get our lapis seed, like so. This is really going so well. Put that back in. I don't want to put that in there. Put that in there. Don't want to put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Now I need gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need so much iron and gold that I feel that it's might as well make the seed that are going to be 10, 10, 10. So that's going to be gold seed. That's going to be iron seed. And then, oh, we're out of Menicio seed. So let's just go here for 1 second. Right click here. Do I have more Menicio seed? No. I'm going to use some of my 10, 10, 10 because I can easily replace them later. So put that in here and that in here. So what else? We have the gold, we have the iron. We're going to need the experience seed, which means experience book, creeper, quartz, enderman, blaze, slime we have, skeleton we have, gas, spider, nickel we have, ardite we're never going to care, silver, osmium, electrum, fluix. Okay, so we're missing only 2. So for electrum, super easy. The electrum recipe is the same as it's always been. We're going to need 2 silver and 2 gold. So 2 gold, 2 silver. Do I have silver? Yeah. 2 gold, 2 silver. That we're going to go downstairs and crush. Oh. Oh, this is so funny. I put the silver in and it's like auto-completed, even though it should not have. Like, that's really weird. So you put silver and gold together, which gives you electrum grit, which you cook. And it's going to give us electrum. Now we can go back upstairs. And that's going to give us electrum seed that we're going to need for some of the second chance quest. And the last one we need, okay, so the last one we need is a bit more complicated, but not really. And honestly, I should end the episode now, but I really want all of the seeds that we can. So I'm going to go right here and grab a disenchanter. Disenchanter, like this. Gonna need a, oh, please tell me I have, oh yes, I have plenty, okay. So let's just give me that. Then we need, what are these? Nether brick and books. Okay, so let's go back here and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why is this thing jammed? No, it's not jammed. Okay, it's just doing its thing slowly and like not equally. I need to put these while we're waiting for these to cook, and just put these in here. And let's come back right here. This should be cooked now. Yep, grab this. Let's go back upstairs, grab this. We're going to need some books, and we're going to need a couple of books. So I'm going to need some leather, which is super easy now that we have the leather seed. The cow essence, I mean, because see, like this. And we now have 16 leather. What I need right now is, oh, do I have? I think I've already, yeah. Oh, I told you guys, that's why you need to have all of the seeds working for you. Can you imagine if I had to wait for all of this? Now it's just working for me slowly in the back and producing whatever I need. So put this in there, put this in there. And books, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, make whatever book I can. Wow. That's more book than I thought I was going to be able to make, but okay. So grab this, and now we need some spell books for the experience seed. That's the beauty of this. I have a rod with auto smelt and unbreaking, auto smelt and unbreaking, a power 4 right there, a power 3 unbreaking, XP boost unbreaking, a lot of unbreaking in there. So, oh, and I also have 2 plastic bags. So let's grab that. Now we can come down here because we need a lot of power. This machine uses a lot of power. We're going to put that right here. You put the book right here, and then I want to disenchant this one. So this is a bit slow, unfortunately. So I should have done that sooner, while we're waiting, let's look at our plastic loot bag. 14 plastic sheet. I'm not going to say no to that. And in the other one, 9 sand. Oh, amazing. So plastic seed, plastic sheet is always a good thing. I'm not going to complain about that. The sand, meh. And don't forget, the plastic bag can be melted back into plastic. And it's probably the best thing. So now I have an Unbreaking 3 here. Let's put that back in here. Now this one's going to give us XP Boost 2. Auto smelt, auto smelt. I have so many Unbreaking that I don't really mind using them. I would kind of like to keep the XP Boost, I think. I should not have done that one because I want to keep it. Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 3, auto smelt 1. I think it gives you the first one in the list, but I'm not sure. So this is now going to be a normal fishing rod. Yeah, so I put that aside, put this one in. So this one's going to give me auto smelt. Like I said, I really want to keep the XP Boost book. Let me just come back here. Is there another one? Because if there's another one, I'll get it in the next. Ooh, I have a Smite Binding 2, which I don't know what it is. Power 3. Oh, there's another XP Boost here, and it's XP Boost 3. It's better than this one. Perfect. So I'm just going to use this book, and I'm going to grab the next book. Auto Smelt 1, and put this back in here. And now I can come here, and I can go any book, plus any book, plus any book, plus any book. That I show on the ground is not going to help me. Plus any book. Experience Seed. Okay, what's the next one that we want to do? Was there another one? I'm not sure now. This is done. Okay, so let me just check quickly. Sorry, if I come here and I look at the Imperial, and I look at the Imperial Essence. Oh, not right here. So, like I said, we did the iron, we did the gold, we did the experience, we did the lapis, we have these two, we have these two, we did the slime, gas we have, spider we have, ardite we don't care, silver we have, osmium we have, electrum we have, alamite we don't care, invar we have, flux we have, steel seed we have. So we've done every single seed that we wanted except one. So the one last seed that's missing for us is the, what's it called? It's the Wither Skeleton Seed, and that's going to have to wait till another episode. Well, another episode. I mean, it's going to have to wait until we speak a language that I don't remember, until we get the Wither Skeleton Skull. Okay. So, the last two seeds that I want to get, because I said I was done, but I'm not done. I'm just going to show you the other 3 seeds I'm going to get, but I'm going to do them during my time lapse. So, if I put sugarcane right here, and I put pumpkin seed, so where's my pumpkin seed? I'm just going to show you. So, pumpkin with sugarcane is going to give me poppy, okay? Oh, with sugarcane is going to give me poppy. And poppy with sugarcane is going to give me cactus seed. So that's the other 2 seeds that I wanted to make. But like I just said, these I'm going to make in my time lapse, because I don't know how long this is going to take to produce what I wanted to produce. And I have all of this breeding and all of this breeding. So my seed breeding is full-time occupied for the next 2 episodes. Next 2 time lapse, and I'm just gonna have to break and replace this multiple times and throw these seeds in there. One of the good thing is I think that the poppy seed I'm gonna make is gonna be a 5-5-5, because when you breed 2 10-10-10 together, it gives you half the stats. But oh man, was that a very busy episode, but we're seed rich like no one's business. And all of these seeds we're gonna put. So I'm at the point where I'm going to need to make a second garden, where on that second garden, I'm just going to also be grabbing as many. So that's going to be 49 spot times 2. So that's going to be 98 spot. So I'm going to have to plan exactly what I want. But I can let you know right now that I'm going to make 3 or more farm plot, because we're like the diamonds. We're going to need so much diamonds, so much emerald. Like if we look at the crystal cluster, if we look at the crystal cluster right here, we're going to need this much diamond, this much emerald, this much fluix block. Once we have our nether seed, our wither skeleton seed, we're going to need a lot of wither skeleton. So for sure, one of the things that I'm going to do, and these are all iron transformed, and these are iron, ender pearl, and diamond, so I need even more diamonds. So I'm probably going to make one full field of diamond, and 1/4 field of emerald, 1/4 field of fluix, 1/4 field of wither skeleton. Like, I have a lot of work to do. And these fields, so basically, I'm doing a little bit of research on this, but I think that this is affecting my my frame rate, because it does have to draw on the screen. But I think that if I put these farm underground, or put them somewhere where they're not drawn and I never look at them, then it's not affecting my frame rate, which would be good, because I'm going to need a couple of those. So that's where I'm going with this. But it means my only seed that I don't have is the wither skeleton. So I'm really going to have to work on preparing my mob farm really soon. I think the next episode is going to have to be a bit of that. The problem is that it's going to be a lot of build time, and that's usually something I don't like doing on screen, so not sure. Maybe the next episode is going to be a bit of questing again, like maybe some, like, I don't know. I have to really think this through and decide where I want to go next, but at this point I want my last seed, and we have to start stepping up for the crystal cluster. So we're going to have to make the farms and everything, so there's a couple of time lapse that are going to be required. Anyway, I've talked too much. It's time for me to get into my seed breathing to make my seed better. And guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.